Oh, I've been capped to 0 for a long time.
Good shit. Good for you, because I wouldn't keep tossing.
Oh, well, like I told the guy earlier, it is like very plain and simple as this. I bought Oki and Rosebud when they were doing the work, when they were fixing the
Right.
bugs, and they were quick about it. But as soon as I figured out that they were stopping doing that and they weren't going to keep up the quickness anymore, it's exactly the second I stopped buying these freaking microtransactions in the game. Because like I said to you before, there's two ways to get me to do it. It's either A, fix your game, or B, add in content, if not C, both.
Be nice if we got the spaceship map.
It'd be nice if we got anything, like today. Hold on, let me just stop this real quick. I can't.
I think you're
Like,
to stop it.
like as of recently, what, since December, and since we got Harriet, this game has been broken beyond belief. And we'll get microtransactions, but they can't even freaking. So, okay. With the first part out of this, out of the way, I will say, the person you're hearing in the beginning of the video, I 100% agree with them with this game. Killer Klowns from Outer Space is a fun game. It is a fun romp. It is a fun thing to play. But the problem of it is, it really does stand into this situation to where the game is fun, the game is in desperate need of more content that isn't skins and severe bug fixes to solve the issues that are happening within the game. Because this game since December has been getting more laggy, more broken, more glitchy, and more fucked up by the day. And I'm just going to be blunt with this. The problem that I have with this game is exactly the problem that I have with Friday the 13th. And this is the reason why I use a comparison for Killer Klowns to Friday. Is do I think Killer Klowns has the same legs as Friday the 13th did? Yes. But just like Friday the 13th, they're turning around, they're letting the game go down the hole, they're letting the game die, they're letting the game become a broken, buggy mess, instead of actually doing what they did in the beginning, which was the same thing they did with Predator, with Ghostbusters. It's the same thing they're doing here, which is let the game have an opening, work our asses off to fix it, and then once we feel like we're at a point to where there's no reason to keep it up, then we just drop it and move on to the next. And keep very small updates coming for the game, which is what we've been seeing with Killer Klowns. Is all the updates ever since Bucky have all been cosmetic packs. Bucky, Harriet, and now the human cosmetics that we got today. Which is every 2, 3, maybe 4 months. Tops. We have seen no new maps, no new modes, no new weapons, abilities for the clowns, no new weapons for the humans, no new archetypes for the humans, nothing. We haven't seen traps reintroduced to the game, nothing. So let's talk about some of the glitches that's been happening as of December. Lobbies breaking, lobbies just disbanding, spawning underneath the map, spawning in as a clown with a black screen. Items not being able to be picked up off the ground, falling underneath the map as the humans. Gas cans falling underneath the map, spark plugs falling underneath the map, lackeys being spawned underneath the map, where they can constantly freaking follow you and give your location to the clowns. One that's been happening a lot lately is inventory locking, especially with a shotgun. X is not registering somebody leaving, especially the gate. The list just goes on and on and on. Like, this is why I'm saying it. It's like, I don't have a problem with microtransactions in a game. I really fucking do not. But my issue of it is, and the reason why I've told people I won't buy any more in this game, is like, if you want my money, then you got to do 1 to 2, 3 things maybe. 1, content. 2, turn around and fix your game. Or 3, both. If you're not going to do 1 of 3 things in this game, then you don't deserve any more of my money when I've already bought the game twice. I bought this shit for Xbox, was on it during early access, which, here's a shocker for you. Yes, the game had its problems during early access, I will say that. But the problems were nowhere near as bad as they are right now. And they were really quick on turning around and fixing the issues in the game. Where's this enthusiasm now? Where's this stuff we're getting now in the game? We don't get the same enthusiasm as we once did with fixing a bug that's been reported to them than we used to. And this stuff is not hard to identify. This stuff's been in the game for quite a period of time now. They've got to know what's happening. It seems like they just don't care. They don't want to fix it. Which is going to end up being the death of this game. Because, like, even if what they said to my friend Trix and Booty Slayer were true, and they have more stuff planned down the road, which we have heard nothing on. I don't even remember any of my frickin' people telling me that followed the Instagram and Twitter accounts that they even mentioned these cosmetics that got released today. At all. But say they do. The smartest thing would be to get these myriad of issues fixed and dealt with beforehand, so when the maps do get released, they can freaking focus in on the problems that the new maps are going to bring, because they will initially bring issues. And if they're not going to, well, then that's even more problems the game is going to have to face down than what we're already facing down right now. And we're already facing down quite a bit of fucking issues that the game is having. And I feel like with this game, it was the same problem that I had with Friday the 13th. Since December, we've gotten Bucky, Harriet, and the new skin packs today. Other than that, it's been MIA. It's been radio silence from my understanding of it. We have got next to nothing since then, and we have gotten no bug fixes, nothing. But these issues are still persisting. And it's the same thing I said with Friday as I'm going to say here. That's the problem. It is very plain and simple as this. You have so much downtime on your hands, you're not using it properly. And this is the reason why I didn't want them having Predator, Ghostbusters, and this game all lumped together. Because I know what they're doing. They're focusing in on Predator or Ghostbusters instead of focusing in on this game. Or they're focusing in on the new game that they were saying on their Instagram in their polls that they want to drop this game for. This is something that we should not be making excuses for. Kind of like I told the guy in the beginning of this video. It's like, look, I will 100% agree with people with it. The game is fun, has some great moments to it. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and let fun override everything else. It's the same thing I said on Friday, it's the same thing I'll say here. Fun does not override all of the other issues that are plaguing the fucking game. Because that's what makes the game stop being freaking fun. You can agree or disagree. Comment section down below. But you know, agree or disagree with me with it, you have to at least have the capabilities to see that I am 100% right with what I'm saying. Is there are issues, there are things that are happening with the game, and it doesn't seem like Illfonics cares in the slightest. They care about one thing, and that's getting more money out of your pocket. More money out of your wallet. More dollar bills. They're like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. They care about one thing and one thing only. Money. And I argued with people, it was the same way with Friday. Because, yeah, I know about the lawsuit. But there's a lot of stuff with that that makes me think that the lawsuit wasn't what people were being told. Because if I didn't, and I started freaking just profusely sweating, oh my god, Lord. Because I heard so many people trying to make the excuses like, oh, they couldn't fix it. It's like, yeah, they could. And I can't wait for the inevitability with this game that people are going to have the same mentality with freaking Killer Klowns from Outer Space. It's going to be the same inevitability of, oh, they couldn't fix it for this reason or this reason. Then why are they still putting out skins? It's still putting stuff into the game. It's kind of like how, after the lawsuit happened, and they put Friday the 13th on the Switch. That was still releasing content for the game unless Victor Miller or Sean S. Cunningham were making a majority chunk of that money. Which could have been a possibility. I only speak English for that sentence. But this is one of these situations to where people need to stop making excuses for this game. Because if we really love this game and we want this game to get better, we have to stop making the excuses for Illfonic. Same thing I said with TCM. Is we need to stop making the excuses for Gun Media or Black Tower Studios. We have to start holding these companies and these developers accountable for the crap they are doing, because if we don't, these things will never get any freaking better. They're only going to get worse. And that's what it's been like with Killer Klowns from Outer Space. It's like, look, the game has had more issues over the last 2 months. Actually, hold on. Let me count my head. December, January, February, March, April. So 5 months. I took 2 off. In the last 5 months, since we've gotten Bucky, Harriet, and the new skin pack today, this game has had more issues in that length of time, with the game being buggy, the servers being crap, lobbies getting disbanded, you name it, than we have seen since the beginning. And we have been telling them, I've been one of these people trying to tell Illfonic, you want some improvements for the game? I said this on the live stream yesterday. I'm going to say it here now again. Easy. Take out the bots. Until said date, the bots can be programmed to play the game that they're in. Because as it is right now, the bots cannot play Killer Klowns from Outer Space. These bots constantly mess up, get stuck on doors, get stuck on foreign objects, die extremely fast. So I would take out the bots. That would be first and foremost. I would take out the random queuing. And I would make it to where if you want to spawn in as a clown, you can spawn in as a clown. If you've got 3 or less people in your party, you can queue up as a clown. If you got 3 or more people in your party, you can queue up as a human. You're in a match from the beginning until the end. If you leave the match, you get a rage quitting penalty. Because I think a lot of the lobby issues in this game, the NPCs, you name it, that are spawning around the map, I think it all comes from DCing. That's the reason why a lot of these NPCs are carbon copies of people's already existing characters within the game. And don't take what I'm saying as hatred. I want this game to succeed. I'm going to keep saying this until people get it through their thick freaking heads. I want Killer Klowns to be something good. I wanted Predator Hunting Grounds to be something good. I wanted Ghostbusters: The Spirit Unleashed to be something good. I want these games to be something great. But this, buddy, bucko, sweet little freaking thing, ain't it. This ain't the way to make greatness. This is the way to piss off your consumers. And I've heard so many people as of late, like Trix, Booty Slayer, some of Trix's friends, all saying the exact same thing. They're newcomers to Illfonic. And now they're having the mentality of saying, like, look, if they make another game and drop this one, I will not buy their product again. Because this is what Illfonics does to their new coming and existing customers. Is the people don't want a second helping of their bullshit. Because it becomes a lot to freaking deal with. It's annoying. And I think I'm talking to people from... No, definitely was the same people who play Friday didn't play Predator. People who play Predator didn't play Ghostbusters. And vice versa with this game. I don't think it's the same group of people. I don't. But I think that's exactly what Illfonics goats on and wants. Is they want a new crowd of people every time. They want a new group of horror lovers every time. And this is the reason why I make the content I make. It's because I want to warn the people who love these franchises of what they're getting themselves into. And everything I've said in this video is 100% factual. People want to say I'm trolling or whatnot. Whatever. Go ahead. Prove me wrong. I guarantee you, you won't be able to. Because all I'm saying is 100% right. What I am saying is 100% the facts. And, you know, they're more quick right now to fix a microtransaction like Bucky or Harriet, or say this new cosmetic with the humans if there was a bug with it, than they are to actually fix the fucking game. So yes, I call that greed. And no, I am not of the mentality of sucking developers off and making them feel good about the practices of nowadays. I don't. Because I understand the mindset of getting people hooked on a drip feed and calling the shit content. A skin is not content. Content is getting a new map, getting a new mode, getting a new character, a new weapon, ability, a new archetype for the humans, something. A skin is not content. And I know how skins are made. It takes time, but it doesn't take that much time. It doesn't take damn near 4 months or 5 months of no content whatsoever for a skin to be made. This is just them not caring. Them being radio silent. And, you know, I've said this shit before with their games, and I'll keep saying it. I want these games to be great. I want these games to be good. And if my mouth keeps me from freaking getting a deal with these people, whatever. Because I'd rather not have my name and my YouTube channel tied, other than me making content on a game, with these people who will not treat their customers with respect. Like, I want to treat my viewers with the respect that they give me, with the respect they deserve. Come on now, pop out. I know you got the fight. And you know what? If these people are turning around and they had even the minimal of what I have towards my viewership, it's small, but if they still had just the amount of respect I have for my viewers, this wouldn't be happening. You know, you can't put it on this one, right? We wouldn't be getting the generic responses and we've got big things in the work. Well, then let us know. I mean, dude, we got this month and next. And then we're in the 1 year anniversary and we have heard nothing. We have heard nothing but radio silence. 110%. This is the problem. We have no ETA on any bug fixes, any content coming for the game, anything. We have no understanding of what anything is going to happen until it happens. And like today, this patch came, no fixes. Shit, it wasn't even on their website. That's how freaking minuscule it was. The Harriet update, same way, and the game's been broken ever since they put Bucky in. Now, I think we did get a patch right after Bucky to turn around and to fix some of the lobby issues. And I will definitely say that has gotten a lot better. It doesn't crash as much with the lobbies anymore. But, with that being said, we got one problem fixed. To have 10 more, or if not more, come out of the fucking woodwork and to show their ugly heads. And now with these problems, we have been 100% ignored. 100% turned around, and we have no justification for the treatment of their communities that we're getting. It is just what it is. And you know, like I've said previously in my other videos, I'm looking at my Friday the 13th, my Nightmare on Elm Street, Critters, Child's Play, Tremors. I'm a fan of these franchises. My Predator, my Aliens, you name it. You know, fans we may be. Suckers and simps we are not. We need to start voting with our freaking mouse in our wallets. And if I had anything to tell people, as of today, stop buying their cosmetics unless they start fixing the freaking game. Well, this has been Neo, out.